Boston, Massachusetts, July 27th, 1993. A quiet afternoon at the gym. The kind of silence that comes before a sound you can't forget. Reggie Lewis was 27, captain of the Boston Celtics. Calm, disciplined, elegant. The kind of player who made speed look effortless. He was the man Boston thought would carry the torch after Larry Bird. 3 months earlier, in the NBA playoffs, he collapsed mid-game. No contact, just fell. He stood up, waved the medics away, and walked off the court, like nothing happened. Doctors said heart abnormality. They told him to stop. He said he'd get a second opinion. And he did, from a doctor who told him what he wanted to hear. So he kept training. That July afternoon, he was alone, running drills, same calm rhythm as always. Then he froze, dropped to his knees, and didn't move again. Teammates found him moments later. Paramedics tried for half an hour, but his heart wouldn't restart. Reggie Lewis was gone. Cardiac arrest, caused by hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. The Celtics lost 2 captains in 7 years, both to the same silent killer. Bias was the warning. Lewis was the echo. For Boston, it felt like fate had a type. College Park, Maryland, June 19th, 1986. The morning after what should have been the best day of his life. Len Bias, 22 years old, 6'8", built like a dream, played like electricity. The kind of player who didn't just score, he happened on the court. 2 nights earlier, the Boston Celtics drafted him 2nd overall. Red Auerbach called him the missing piece. He celebrated like a man who'd finally made it. Family dinner, interviews, cameras flashing. Then, back to the University of Maryland dorms. One last party with friends before the big move to Boston. Sometime after midnight, somebody pulled out cocaine. Nobody thought twice, just one hit to feel bigger than life. It wasn't his first line, it was his last. Minutes later, Len collapsed on the floor. His friends thought he was joking, until his body started seizing and his heart stopped. They called 911. Medics arrived within minutes, but by sunrise, Len Bias, the next Celtics superstar, was gone. Cardiac arrest, pure cocaine toxicity. News broke before noon. Fans thought it was a hoax. Red Auerbach cried on live TV. The Celtics lost their future, and the league lost its innocence. Congress passed anti-drug laws bearing his name. Maryland retired his jersey. Drafted Wednesday, dead Friday. The American dream in 36 hours. Calabasas, California, January 26th, 2020. Morning fog rolling over the hills, the kind pilots call zero visibility. Kobe Bryant was 41, 5-time champion, 2-time finals MVP, father of 4, retired but never really gone, building schools, training kids, living the second act most athletes never get. That morning, he boarded his private helicopter with his 13-year-old daughter Gianna and 7 others. They were heading to his Mamba Sports Academy, just another Sunday. The weather was bad. Other aircraft stayed grounded. His didn't. The pilot tried to climb above the clouds, but the fog swallowed the mountains faster than radar could keep up. The last radio call said, "We're climbing to 4,000. Seconds later, silence. The helicopter hit a hillside at 296 kilometers an hour. There were no survivors. News broke within minutes. At first, no one believed it. Then TMZ did what TMZ always does, and the world stopped scrolling. Fans gathered outside Staples Center. Murals appeared overnight. Kobe Bryant, 1978 to 2020. The man who defied gravity until gravity won. Memphis, Tennessee, July 18th, 2010. Lorenzen Wright was 34, 6'11", NBA veteran, father of 6. Born and raised in Memphis, played for the Grizzlies, Hawks, Cavaliers. Always smiling, even when his career was slowing down. Summer heat, quiet streets. Lorenzen left his ex-wife Shara's house after midnight. He got into his car and drove off into the dark. At 12:05 a.m., a 911 operator received a call. Static, then 10 gunshots, then silence. They couldn't trace it. No one called back. For 10 days, he was just missing. Posters went up, news crews camped outside Shara's home, and rumors filled Memphis. On July 28th, police found a body in a wooded field outside the city. Multiple bullet wounds. It was Lorenzen Wright. The city mourned. A local hero gone. No suspects, no answers. Then years passed. Evidence surfaced. A gun found in a Mississippi lake. Quickly, police found the murderer. A confession from a church member. And soon after, an arrest. Shara Wright, his ex-wife, accused of plotting the murder with a pastor. 9 years after that phone call, she pled guilty. 30 years in prison. Lorenzen Wright, 1975 to 2010, a player whose final stat line was 10 gunshots and a silence that lasted a decade. Charlotte, North Carolina, January 12, 2000. A bright morning after practice. Nothing special, just another day for the Charlotte Hornets. Bobby Phills was 30, team captain, family man, the kind of player who stayed late to shoot free throws. Everyone said he was the responsible one. That morning, practice ended early. Bobby got in his Porsche 911 Turbo. His teammate, David Wesley, pulled up beside him in a black BMW. 2 fast cars, 2 pro athletes, 1 empty boulevard. They weren't racing, at least, that's what they said later, but both engines screamed past 100 miles an hour. A few blocks from the arena, Bobby tried to pass traffic. He lost control. The Porsche crossed the center line and hit another car head-on. The impact tore the car apart instantly. He died on the spot. 2 people in the other car were badly hurt but survived. By the time reporters reached the scene, the police already knew the story. 2 teammates, 2 sports cars, and 1 mistake. The Hornets canceled their next game. Players walked into the arena and saw his locker sealed with his jersey inside. Bobby Phills, 1969 to 2000. A captain, a father, a friend, and proof that even the responsible ones can crash.